What are your goals in life? A beautiful house? Occasional travel abroad? Quality education for your children? Security when you retire? We all have different goals, but the reason why we aspire for them is almost always the same. A happy, comfortable, and secure future, either for ourselves or our loved ones. Unfortunately, most people forget that building one's financial security requires careful planning. They prefer to leave things up in the air or simply decide to act when it's too late. It's like running a race without a finish line, always living in uncertainty. They remain in financial limbo. The question is, will you let your future and your family's security hang in the balance? Or will you do what's necessary within your means to secure your goals? The good news is, it's never too late to start planning. Everything starts with knowing what you want. Most people initially look to their children's education and their own retirement when thinking about their future. Definitely, we need to plan for these. But did you know that the first step in financial planning actually begins with establishing the foundation of protection? Consider this. When you suddenly encounter unexpected events, such as losing property by fire or accident, getting seriously sick, or worse, getting taken out of the picture, how much do you think will this affect your plans for you and your family? You can be the best saver and the best investor, but if you're faced with these unexpected situations, all your savings and investments may be wiped out. And what about the possibility of losing a job or failing in business? It may take months or even years to get back on your feet. How can you maintain your lifestyle or continue providing for your family if such a setback happens? These are the unexpected challenges we must all prepare for. But you may wonder, how will I accomplish this? Can I even afford securing myself and my family? You may have even applied the simple equation of subtracting what you want from what you have, and the number you're getting is in the negative. So how do you bridge that gap? If there's any one strong force behind what you do, it's the hope of having a secure future.
아버지다. 태어나서 오늘 처음으로 기도를 한 걸 해봤어요. 아이를 보니 얼마나 눈물이 나는지. 저 결정했습니다. 이 세상 닿을 때까지 우리 아기 지켜주겠다고. 그리고 영원히 사랑하겠다고. 아이를 위해 기도해 주세요.
So let's begin. So let's just start now with some simple scenario of people that we are meeting in the market. No, so I will be sharing you some of the scenarios. Later, we will be discussing the answers. No, and you will be the one answering to these clients. So say, for example, you have this client, no? So sino ba ang bold soul who would want to pretend to become a client like this, no? So he is one of the high network clients that I have. Pogi niya, di ba? Parang James Bond lang. So can anyone who would want to pretend that, you know, you are calling me and I have this particular, you are the client, no? And this is your scenario. Babasahin mo lang naman with empathy. I-feel mo na din na napakayaman mo and you have plenty of money to invest. No, and you're talking to a very good financial advisor. So anyone who would want to volunteer themselves to read that particular client para masaya tayo, no, I would be asking your participation kasi there would also be some audience participation here when I do the pop quiz so that we will all be learning. No, so lahat nga kasi yan, gusto natin immerse tayo dito sa Investment 101 series and we'll have to do it as easy and as simpler as we could, no, so that we could tell it to our clients as well. Sige, so game. Sinong gustong magboluntaryo? Ito, this particular person, no? Arkin, please read it.
Sure. It makes sense to invest all my investable money in equity funds, right? After all, these would give me greater returns than bond funds.
All right. So yan, yung mga questions, no, pwedeng sabihin sa'yo ng kliyente. Mayaman siya, pwede bang equity fund na lang lahat? Tingnan natin, may edad siya. Correct? Sabi niya, alam niya, because may edad na siya, mas mataas ang return ng equity rather than the bond. So how would we answer that? Later, we would be answering that after we finish the module. No, siguro mga after 2 to 3 sessions, we could answer that perfectly with confidence and of course with competence. No, marunong tayo. We should be very good and very eloquent enough, confident enough, competent and confident enough to answer those kind of remarks of our client. Yung tipong hindi ka na magaan, no? Hindi ka na din mag-iisip kung anong sasabihin mo because you are already well equipped. Only here in Akma. Ayan. Pasukin natin si Rodelyn kasi siya ang nag-request nito. All right. So, yan yung mga isasagot natin, no? Pwede din natin sabihin to. Later, we will be discussing the answers, no, as I've mentioned. So we'll just be telling you all of the concerns that we can encounter in the market. Isa pang kliyente, sabi niya, I am concerned with what's happening in the market, how my equity fund has been performing. What should I do? Do I have to pull it out or gusto ko na bang ano bang gagawin ko, Miss B, no? So there are people who've invested in the equity fund for quite some time in 2018 and before 2020, before the pandemic. There are people who are panicking. And of course, sa mga newbies natin, you would encounter a lot of negative feedback because sabi nila, nalugi yung pera ko dyan eh. Ganito ang nangyari sa pera ko na ubos. So in this session, you would understand. You would really understand how the market perform and what is your role as financial advisor. Because this Investment 101 series is targeting, the high net worth client, the mass retail profile, and those people who have an investment knowledge. Kasi ang ating goal is that we will be outsmarting the client. Is that a good goal? Outsmarting the client? Because if you outsmart the client, you will be in control of the conversation and you would be in control of the market action towards their money. Yun yung goal natin. Would you want to outsmart the client or would you want to play fair with the client's investment mentality? So yun ang gusto po nating maging goal in doing this session, no? So we will be digging deeply on how to answer these questions. Sabi na isang doktor, ito yung tipong, alam mo, I love doctors, no? For everybody here. I love clients who are doctors because they are not so much fond of technical or any market analysis, no? So once you get to have that logical explanation on why you are putting their money into that particular fund allocation, then they will give you right away their money. Sabi ng isang doktor na kliyente, I have some money to invest. Where do you think I should put it? Diba? Tinatanong kanya, Carla Sue, diba? Saan ko ba ilalagay ang aking pera? I have plenty, no? I have buffer here like mga 10 million or 50 million. All right, so where do you think I should put it? So how would you answer those questions? Would you want to learn how to answer all of these questions when you see these clients' concerns? Ito pa, sabi ng isang kliyente, I am hesitant to get into the fund right now kasi my bank is offering me 4.25%. Actually, mababa to. Right now, ang RTVs are 5.5 to 7% already for 3 years. How would you battle that? No? How would you make the client feel that what you are offering is relevant for them, and how would you beat the market? Okay, so those are all of our objectives in this session to show to you the answers and to really perform or clearly answer all of these clients' concerns. No? So, what will be our strategies? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan. So, meron tayong dalawang strategy that we will be talking to later. It's about sprint and marathon. So, this is also not referring just for the sports thing. We are referring to the investment thing, which we would be deeply tackling later. No, maiintindihan natin kung paano umandar ang market, kung paano how the behavior of the market influences the market performance. All right? Okay. So, we'll have to understand now. Let's go to the slide proper. So, gusto niyo bang sagutin lahat yon, yung mga katanungan na yon? So, who wants to have those questions be answered? Okay, so those people who would want to participate, no, I would be asking participations as I have mentioned a while ago, because this is a investment series. So we will start by doing the market analysis. We'll have to go back here. Okay.
Maybe we could ask again, do you want to know yung those questions kanina? The normal questions, one that customer that we face, no, with the customers. So, tingnan natin kung merong gusto, di ba? Can somebody type in the chat box if you are interested to find out how you would deal with those kind of inquiries or questions of the customers? Okay, type chat.
Ganun pala, yeah. Type chat, no, if you are interested to find out how would you answer all of those questions, or those people who've already had those clients with them, no, na nagtatanong, Miss Teresa, saan ko pa pwede ilagay itong pera kong mga 100 million? Diba? Or mga 10 million or 5 million, or I have a 1 million spare here, where would I put? How would you answer that? So that's something that we would understand in this series.
How about the others? There's only few. Let's see if they are already awake and alive this morning.
Good morning, Mr. B.
It's March 1. So everybody, okay. So yung iba ayaw. Okay.
Positive tayo, boss. Yung madami, yes, sabi niya, yes, I'm very interested, yeah. So yon, so Ernell, yes, you are interested. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. All right, si JM. All right, so let's proceed. Pwede na, boss? Ay, sorry na wala. Okay, so again, we will be asking for your participation para naiintindihan natin, kasi this series is, the objective nga is to really understand the market. So we will have to gauge our understanding by simply participating to the question and answer. Will that be fair enough for everyone? Alisin ko na yung aking face para you could focus on to the slide, okay, that we would be showing. Okay, so we are understanding the financial market, correct? So consider yourself, you are the person standing in the corner. Kunyari, ikaw yan, di ba? And then you were just doing your business, you're just typing or doing your own thing. And then suddenly, there is a commotion, there is a rush, di ba? So nakita mo, biglang malaking crowd, may hissing of the crowd behind you or, in front of you, you see a large crowd, di ba? They are frantically running away from something. And papunta siya sa direction mo, babanggain ka. What would you do? So anyone who would want to unmute themselves and really express their mind or tell us what you think about this scenario if you're the person standing there and seeing a crowd rushing towards you. No, sige, sagot-sagot po tayo sa ating mga chat box. Anong gagawin mo? Tatayo ka lang ba, stand still and watch them go to your place? Or you will run towards them, or you will have to be curious, bakit sila nagtatakbuhan papunta dito? Ano ang kanilang nararamdaman? No? Why are they rushing? No? So anyone, so let's see the chat, no? So, okay, anyone would want to, very quickly check what's happening? So you're curious, you would want to go, yeah? Okay, so my question is, what would you do? Will you stand still? So your answer, Tere, is you will not stand still, but then definitely go in front or go nearby the people who are rushing in and see what's happening. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying? No? Again, my question is, what would you do? Yes, you are curious. Everybody would be curious when you hear such sound, that there's hissing sound, a crowd rolling into your place, diba? You will be definitely curious, but my question is, what would you do? Okay, bakit sila tumatakbo to that direction? Yes, again, what would you do? Would you stand still? Would you stand still into that place? Definitely your mind will tell you, diba, to go. All right, so Jen, inunahan, di ba? Okay, Jen, crowd mentality, yes, correct. We'll stand on the side and observe. So they will just observe. I see plenty of people chatting in already. So Christopher, stand still and be more alert. That's a good action point, di ba?
Ako tatakbo din ako, sasabay ako, baka may pinamimigay na pera dun.
All right, go to their direction and check out to the situation. All right, so lahat tatakbo, walang mag-stand still. No, who would just want to stand still into that direction? Wala ba na parang bahala ka, 'di ba? Ang ginagawa nila, I'm okay with this what I'm doing. Wala bang ganon?
Si
Is there
Christopher daw,
anyone
si
stand still?
Christopher daw, tatayo lang.
Tatayo lang. So you will just be stand still. You'll just stand still into your position. All right. So who else would want to, So lahat, only one out of how many participants that we've had would stand still if there's a crowd rushing in. So isa lang, no? Baka may gusto pa na samahan si Christopher kasi kawawa naman siya, nag-iisa siyang tumatayo. All right. Okay. So why am I asking these questions? Because these questions has relationship, or some significance on how the market behave. All right. So specifically, you are si JM, sasamahan ka niya, Christopher. Okay. So specifically, we are seeing a person, di ba? Yung isang kanina, we'll have to put that as a person who has an investment. Okay, eto siya, mga investor yan, nakatayo lang, naka-invest na siya. And then there is something happening into the market. So mamaya pag-uusapan natin, paano nangyayari na nagsisipagtakbuhan sila, no? Or there is a crash, a market crash, how it affects the investor and how it would affect also the society or the economy as a whole. No, pinag-usapan natin isang investor, pinag-usapan natin yung following the herd or the collective emotion of that particular pack. This particular people who are chasing that or chasing to one direction, as mentioned by Jen, is of course, we know that it's the herd mentality. No, so when they are rushing towards it, majority of people will respond to rush over towards the direction of the people who is rushing in. Parang si Boss Ogo, sasamahan na baka may pinapamigay na pera, di ba? So that's typically as an automatic response of person to go join the herd. All right? Pag papuntang pa ganun yung mga taong tumatakbo, pa ganun ka din, correct, na tumatakbo. All right? Do you follow? So this is a very simple analogy, but this is very profound and impactful on the economic setting or into the financial market or into what we call the whole financial industry. All right. Okay, so that's why as a financial advisor, we know what to do. We should know what to do. If we are seeing people who are already into their collective emotions, down ang market ngayon, pak, di ba? So those are collective emotions, no? Uy, umaakit ngayon ang global market. So those are also collective emotions, and there is what we call elevated emotions when people are running in a pack. No? So there is herd mentality. Pag madami ng tao towards heading to that direction, there's an intensified emotion, and that emotion later we will be understanding how it would impact the investment market. Okay? So as financial advisor, if you have questions, if I speak so fast, alam niyo naman ang sakit ko, no? So please type your questions and let's digest that. Kasi again, our objective is to really understand the financial market as a whole and how we would be a very good financial advisor talking to our client with confidence and competence. All right? So, ano ang gagawin ko, Arkin, kapag down ang investment? So those are questions that we have raised. Now, we've opened the session with all of those questions from our client, different scenarios, correct? And those questions, no, or those raised concerns of the client, please tignan natin kung paano natin siya sasagutin. Okay? We have to help them understand the market. Pero we could only do so if we already ourselves know the market, how the market would work. All right, hindi tayo dumbfound, parang nanganganga na tayo when the client talks about financial market and what's happening to the market, because this is one of my favorite talagang subject about the financial market or financial update in a daily or in a weekly mode, no? But we will make it simpler, again, to understand the overview of the financial market and how it works. Again, how it works and how our role as financial advisors would help understand it so that we could tell that also to our clients, no? So dapat tayo munang nakakaintindi kung ano yung nangyayari sa market. Is there anyone here who would 100% tell me what's happening right now? Bakit mataas ang interest rate? Ano ang nangyayari? Is there anyone para I would know the level of people that I conversing with, no? So I could adjust as well. Or if you would be grading yourself in terms of investment, who here are more than 5, 10 is the highest. Can I have a show of hands? Or can I have some in their, gradean niyo po yung sarili niyo, no? 1 out of 10, 10 is the highest. I am very much confident, competent ako, Miss Bing, kahit pa-explain mo sa akin bakit tumataas ang interest rate, bakit anong nangyayari ngayon sa market, I could really tell you 100% what's going on in the market. Okay, is there such a person like that? Here, sige, tingnan natin ha. Or 5 is medyo so-so lang, okay lang. So Mark Sean is 7, that's a good number. Okay, so who else? So is there anyone who would want to have at least 5, 50% lang, 4.5, Christopher? Thank you for your honesty. Okay, so 5.5, Sir Ernell. All right, Sir Ernell is a very humble person coming from Sun Life. All right, so 7, si Jen. All right, so at least now we have a level of competency in terms of investment and how it works. So again, our goal is to really understand and to become of assistance to our clients. Okay. So, ito siya. Ito yung role natin. No? Part of our role would be, of course, soliciting new clients, which is, our primary role. And of course, our lifetime goal to our clients is to really serve them. No? So, having that said, we'll have to meet different types of client, those people who are looking for short-term, for long-term, and of course, for medium-term. No? Alam natin yan. In terms of classification, in terms of the client's needs. And what do we provide is, of course, advisory on how they would be putting in their money. Would it be short-term? Would it be medium-term? Or would it be long-term? We do that by means of probing, knowing the client, know your client very well. And we do that also based on the financial status and the rapport building that we connect with the client or the relationship we do with the client. Okay? When we book them already and we've had them invested to our fund, our role naman to them is, of course, to manage their expectation. When there is down, we'll have to be there on behalf of the management. Now, just like me, I handled single premium investment, and there was one time down in the market. No, so I am always behind the client's back. No, so I am the source of their strength on crisis management. Ako talaga yung source, no, na ma'am, wag po kayong mag-withdraw. No, I am very much proud to say that all of my investors, in the Blue Company are all intact during crisis. That's how I handle my client. I'm not bragging. You can call all of my clients, but no client pulls out during a down period. No. So we'll have to have that kind of stamina to really talk to the client more specifically when the market is down. So yun yung ating gustong going message to every client that we have. No, I will be here not just for the good times, but I will be also here monitoring your investments and telling you what to do when there is crisis. No, or when there's crashing in the market, when there's volatility, where there's severe volatility in the market. Okay. So bottom line is that we provide good advisory to our existing and to our new clients. And we can do that only if we know the market, if we understand the market, if we ourselves are very good in the financial market. Are we good? Okay ba yun na, sorry, na objective natin in this session, understanding the whole financial market? All right. So this is the course objective, as I have mentioned, aside from outsmarting your client, gusto natin yon, to control the conversation, gusto natin yon. We'll have to learn the financial market indicators and how this move in relation to each other. Yan yung ating gustong matutunan for this session, and this would be a series of sessions. Know the role of the government and central bank in stabilizing the economy and the tools it can employ. Ano ba yung mga monetary or fiscal policy? Ano ba yung cost ng ginagawa pag umaakyat ang inflation rate, tumataas ang interest rate? Ano ba ang function yan sa market, and how do we understand them, and how we could benefit from those fiscal or monetary policies? We will also be understanding the types of analysis used to interpret movements in the financial market. Okay, are you good with that course objective in this session? Okay, so I'm sure you're good. So please have your pen and paper, because we would also have some case study along the way. Okay, so very quick lang na review. We'll have to see, no, how you would respond in terms of market changes. No, mamaya pag-uusapan din natin. So we'll go with the first session, behavioral finance and psychology of investing. Meron palang psychology of investing, di ba? There are always psychology behind anything, guys, no? So we have to be very good into the investing side, because this would also pull our PC, no? Ito kasing pangpataas talaga ng PC eh. Itong single pay investment na to, and people who have high income and those people who would want to invest. Ito talaga ang key, o foot on the door in terms of high net worth clients. Kailangan natin siyang maintindihan. All right, so behavioral psychology of investing, this is very trite for everyone. Everybody knows this, diba? You buy, everybody, herd mentality, yung collective emotion of the pack. They are saying that pag umakyat ang market, they will have to buy. Yan ang kanilang emotion. Pero tama po ba yan? Can I have a chat? No? This is a very basic connotation or very basic behavioral system of the person. Uy, umaakyat ngayon, bili tayo. Diba, maganda ngayon ang Nasdaq 100, bili tayo. Can I have a show of response sa chat? Pag umaakyat ang market, time to buy? Is it time to buy when umaakyat ang market? No, all right. So, okay, Justin, no, all right, no, okay. So, what about pag bumabagsak ang market, is it time to sell? All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, sabi ni Daisy, yes. Is it, sandali lang, naguluhan na ako. Is it, pag bumababa ang market, is it time to sell? Yun na yung question, ha? Madami pa rin kasing nag-yes eh. Okay, so still no, 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 no. All right, okay. So, mababa, buy. All right, sabi ni Daisy. All right, okay. So, all of your answers are correct. Okay, but the question is, this is a very tried question because we know the very fundamentals. You have to buy when it's low and you have to sell when it's high. That's a very fundamental, elementary, and very no-brainer rule of the thumb. Diba? But the tricky question is it really up? No? Yun ba? Ngayon ba mataas o ngayon ba mababa? Diba? So what on earth, how would you define a market who is going up and a market who is going down? Diba? And when can you define if you really have to be buying or you're gonna be really selling? Because we have to marry the clause also that there is no, you cannot perfectly time the market. Okay, so how would you inject that in terms of the behavioral psychology of investing? Mamaya masusundan natin yan ha. You cannot time the market. So walang ganong, hindi pala to pwede na ganito lang kasimpleng tanong, ganito lang kasimple ang sasabihin natin, buy low, ma'am, sell high. Because if you are very good in what you do, if you are very adept in terms of investment, you will always tell your client that there's no such thing as perfect timing the market. Mamaya, may intindihan natin why we would not be introducing this type of emotional buying. No? So we call this emotional buying or emotional investor because they prompt to action, they prompt to act, maling grammar ko, sorry, they are prompted to act on buying or selling based on their emotion. Okay, which we would be simply defying that type of myth. This is a common myth, okay? So we will have to crush it. No? Aalisin natin yan. Later, I will tell you, or we will be learning a lot from this session. Paano kaya natin siya maka-crush, no? How could we crush it? Later, no? We will be saying, gonna crush that kind of belief, no? So in the behavioral psychology of investing, we always view the market based on, syempre, meron tayong mga statistics, meron tayong mga interpretation models, and we already have an experience, okay? So both of that, experience and mental modeling and facts and statistics always derives or always what defines how we view the market. Meron na tayo niyan. Ang tawag niyan is psychological bias or investing bias. Naramdaman na natin to, umakyat na to ng market dati eh. No? So we already have that kind of framework, that mental models that we've had before because of our experience. And now it's happening right now. How would we react to that? No? Are we going to do the same thing that we have done when the market crashes last 2018 or when the market crashes last 2007 due to subprime crisis? Or due to pandemic in 2020. No? So those are mental models that we'll have to crush and we'll have to really identify because as of this moment, as early as now, I would be telling everyone that the Q or the best friend of investors. Anong best friend of investors? Anyone who knows the type of framework or statement or rule of thumb, the best friend of investors, time, it's not time, best friend of money and Jen, no? I am asking for the best friend of investment. Okay? Tama yung time, di ba? Ang best friend ng money mo is time because you cannot buy, the best asset that you have is not your money, but your time. Are we referring to the same language? But I am asking for what is the best friend of investment, no? Because we are talking about investment, the behavioral psychology, the financial market, okay? So anyone who would want to, who would know the answer? What is the best friend of investment or investors? Pag pinagsama-sama mo yung pinag-aaralan natin, we will be rates, no? They statistics, trend, you're near to that, Daisy. Yeah? So, magkakaklase na yan, data statistics, nor trend. All right, indicators are now, all right. So thank you for all of those comments now, but for the benefit of time, the best friend of investments or the investors are called the patterns and trends. Okay, so we will be seeing that. Now, yun yung best friend niya, how to read the patterns and how to read the trend. And those patterns and trend, we would understand how they behave. Is that a very good tool for us financial advisor to know how those patterns and trends behave, no? Galing, di ba? So, maiintindihan natin. Again, patterns and trends ang best friend ng investors. Pero paano mag-behave ang patterns and trends? That's something that we'll have to understand. Okay, to help us understand that, there is a pop quiz. Mamaya pa pala yung pop quiz. Okay. So, I would be introducing to you a very good book, no, Thinking Fast and Slow, no, by Daniel Kahneman. Sabi doon, experiments and facts shape our thinking, which is why you should know when to switch between intuition and empirical facts. Okay? So may mga facts already that had been conjured to our minds, basis, which are trends and patterns that we have learned already based on experiences and based on our experience in investing, diba? So those are already, kumbaga, naka-hold na yun, naka-mold na yun, no? It's already formed into your mental state already, no? Parang, to make it an analogy, parang binigyan ka ng 100 pesos ng isa mong uncle, that uncle of yours, you view that always as generous, di ba? Binigyan ka lang na 100, pero generous na ang tingin mo sa kanya. Correct? Pero yung auntie mo na parating nangungutang sa'yo, kunyari nangungutang sa'yo ng 100 din, parati mo nang tingin dun sa auntie mo yun, ay, utangera tong auntie ko to. Do you follow? Okay, so later we will see that, you know, thinking fast and slow, how it would behave in terms of investing. Okay, so this is the pop quiz, no? So ano doon sa word na yan, dapat ganito lang siya. Ayan, you know. Can you complete that statement? No? Anyone? Napakita ko na yung sagot eh. Sorry ah. So, anong statement yan? Sige.
Jumping to conclusions.
All right, so thank you. Anyone, any more? Indicators, jumping to conclusions, very good. Okay, okay. So jumping to conclusions. Stacy, thank you. Yes, you are all correct, diba? Because it's very obvious na nakita natin. What you see, it is, there it is. Okay, so that is very good. We see that it's already half of our mind, half of our eyes pala, not our mind. Okay, so jumping to conclusions is yan yung meaning nung tinakpan natin na word. Okay, so what on earth is the relationship of that in terms of investing? That's the question. No? Isa pang pop quiz later. Okay, so is this, what is this? Anyone? Takip ba ta ng laptop? Ano? Ano ba siya? Microphone? Ano siya? Trash can? All right. That's very weird. Back of the chair, sabi ni Daisy. Anyone? Any more? Speaker? Speaker? Okay. Okay, sabi ni po, speaker. Anyone? Any more? Yeah? Sige. Pag pinakita natin, di ba? Again, you have to be very keen on what you see. All right. So this is just how you think and how you answer what you see. No, yun yung ating gustong palabasin. All right. The psychology of investing is really showing you something that that the market would want you to behave onto something as well. Yun yung gusto natin. All right, na emphasize. Okay, so if we will be, di ba, may nagsabi speaker yan, may nagsabi chair, may nagsabi ng microphone back of the chair. Okay, trash can. All right, and if I would be showing you the other side, can you see the whole picture now? Can you see? Can you draw a good conclusion out of the picture now? Is the picture above, which is this one, the same as the picture below? Magkaparehas po ba? May kausap pa naman ako, diba? No, all right. So hindi siya magkaparehas. All right, no, all right. Sige, thank you. Okay. Cheline, hindi siya magkaparehas. Thank you. No, who else? Okay, Ernel, magkaparehas siya for you. Okay, so we're seeing different things, diba, with the same picture. Daisy says maybe, John Mark says no, all right. Okay, so there are people who said yes, magkapareha siya, and there are people who said no. Okay, so for those people who said yes, like Arnel, can you unmute yourself and tell us why you said yes? Just
Nag-change lang
short
yung
lang.
background.
I'm sorry?
Nag-change yung background, kaya naiba yung perspective.
All right, so nag-change lang daw yung background, pero they have the same shape and they have the same everything, okay? So for those people who have said no, no? Ma'am Pichi, Mark, Daisy, or maybe ito si Daisy, play safe no? Maybe no? Walang maybe, yes or no lang ang sagot. Daisy, sagutin mo, maybe, mali, ay, hindi naman mali. There's no acceptable answer for maybe. It's yes or no.
Okay po. So I need more tawag dito. I need more information kasi maybe ano siya, maybe optical illusion lang na parang hindi pareho pero pareho pala. So kaya maybe sorry, lukewarm eh.
Lukewarm ka, no? Malamig, hindi mainit, hindi malamig. All right. So, okay. So, again, what we are pointing out is we see different things, no? We have the same picture, but we see different things, and that's called psychology of investing. So, to get through to that, we'll have to really understand how those people who said yes and those people who said no work, how their mind works, and how it is related to psychology of investing. Okay? So, pakita natin ha. Doon sa binanggit kong libro kanina, The Fast, ulitin natin ha, Thinking Fast and Slow, those people who have answered yes, and those people who answered no, would really have some kind of differentiator. Their differentiator is that, in that book, it mentions that there are two systems of thinking, no? May dalawa daw na how people think, no? System 1, it says it's automatic. Generates impressions and intuitions and first responding. Katulad ng very simple analogy ko, binigyan ako, say for example, binigyan ka ng uncle mo ng 100, system fast, uy, generous yan. Binigyan niya ako 100. Can you follow? No? You follow that, right? Kahit minsan ka lang niya binigyan, tama? You've already had made that conclusion already that, wow, that particular person is generous. Okay? Because your brain is telling you, it's fast thinking that it is. Nag-jump na kaagad siya conclusion. Okay? It's jumping into conclusion based on one fact. Okay? Whereas, into the slow system 2, sasabihin natin, bakit kaya ako binigyan ng uncle ko ng 100? Does it follow? No? Ano kaya yung reason bakit niya ako binigyan? Alright, so you will be thinking more than what you have received, no? Hindi siya automatic, oy, generous siya, oy, ganito siya. You will have to have an effortful mental activities that would really help you understand how that particular behavior of your uncle, this is a very simple analogy, but it relates to the investment world or to the financial market, how it would affect your perception towards the market. Do you follow? Transforms impressions and intuitions into belief. No? Down ang market, parating bababa ng bababa yan, Miss Bing. Parating bababa yan. Alright, takes over when things get difficult. Okay, ito yung pinakagusto ko din, that we could apply also to not just investing, but into our business as well. When we are really thinking slow, okay, we'll have to sit down with ourselves that results doesn't make you as failure. It's only a result of your activities that has not been enhanced, or it is only a result of your scattered or unchartered focus or your energy towards one goal. Okay? No? So pag sinabi na sa negosyo din natin yung mga taong nagsasabi, ang hirap maging financial advisor, ang hirap maging unit manager, then they are using their system 1, now, part of their brain, which is not helpful. This is called lazy thinking. Nandito siya. No? In terms of really understanding what you are experiencing. Do you follow? We've just connoted lang in-apply ko lang po itong behavioral thinking of investing into our business. So please listen to your thought, listen to your mind. Are you tagging yourself already as ang hirap ng ginagawa kong negosyo? Diba? Nahihirapan akong makakuha ng result. I am a failure. Are you telling yourself that? If you do, if you listen to that thought of yours, then you are using the system 1, which is very fast in conclusion, which is very lazy, and which is not really your ally. Okay? When you are confident about something, it doesn't mean it is right. No, yun yung parati nating sabihin. Yes, confident ka na wala. Confident na wala siyang nasasara, wala siyang negosyo, but it doesn't mean it is right. Same wise, well, let's go back to investing. The behavioral psychology of investing typically states that na pop quiz, we've had several answers and we see yung mga nag-know na system one thinker. All right. So they are fast thinking, quick in responding, usually right, but they produces information to produce an outcome. No? So hindi na sila nag-iisip, ito yung outcome ko, ito na yung dapat kong gawin. Do you follow? Parang simple lang siya. Nakita ka ng green light, diretso ka na, pak, diba? You have to go because it's green light. It's very easy, no brainer. It's a subconscious mind that's telling you to do that. All right? But again, how would it relate to the psychology of investing? It's that it would automatically prompt you to do something because of the trends and the pattern without you analyzing it first. Okay, so as role of financial advisor, we are here to guide our clients to become a system two thinker. They have to slow in acting. Slow in acting in terms of if they are already invested, okay, they have to slow in really pulling out their funds because we have to help them understand what's really happening in the market. Yun yung gusto nating ma-experience ng mga kliyente natin. Okay, so this is the answer of our pop quiz kanina. So system one, there are two types. There are two shapes that are of different sides. No? Yung mga no kanina, they are all system one. Na yung mabilis magsumagot, yung mabilis na mag-interpret, okay? Ng kanilang mga nakikita, they are using a very fast thinking, which is very common nowadays in psychology of investing, which is the system one of their brain. Okay, is it clear, guys? Are we making sense? Now you're following the fast thinking, which is the system one, and we are patronizing or we are encouraging people to really be of system two, which is slow in acting when in terms of crisis management. Okay, notice that the shapes are of the same shade. Okay, so nakikita natin pinagdugtong yan yung sagot, no? Pag ang sagot mo is yes or no, you would fall into that category. Is it clear? Is there any question? Can I have a yes? No? For those people who understand how they think already, if they're system one or system two. So rate yourself kung naintindihan ba? System one ka ba or system two thinker? Are you fast or slow thinker? Because one, si Arken, all right. Okay, who else? Are you system one or system two? Are you fast in thinking, which is also fast in concluding, or fast in making your assumptions, and fast also in acting, no? So there are people who are most of the time your system one, but then we encourage, no? Is there anyone investment Joyce is system one? All right, system one, yeah, system one. Question po, okay, Christopher Caras, go question. Okay. For those people who said question one, let me just finish this, Christopher, before I miss my thought. All right, sorry, Christopher, I'll have to interrupt you. Those people who are, in terms of our business, this is relatable for everybody. Those people who are here and who is telling themselves na mahirap ang negosyo. Okay, I am just being blatant. You are using your system one brain. You are already conjuring yourself based on what you've had, your results. You already have said na hindi ko na siya kaya. For those people who are hanging on the thread, no, I see people here, no, specifically those of my circle of influence, no, those people who've already conjured themselves na hindi naman siya kaya, Miss Bing, ang negosyong to hindi to para sa akin. Then you have to understand that you're using the system one, and I challenge you to use your system to thinking, okay? To understand, tingnan mo mga taong magagaling sa negosyong to at bakit nila nagawa, diba? You have to really exert your effort on really establishing the clues, the patterns and trends, the things that they are doing, and what you could do also to do your business very well, as to how they are doing their business. No, kasi napakadami mga successful business entrepreneurs who are in the life insurance, who are really rich and who are really enjoying the life of that they deserve, diba? For those people who do not see that way, then again, you are into system one. We would want you to activate your system to thinking, to really think slower and really dig deeper into your thoughts on how you can perform this business very well. No? So ano lang siya, sideway lang siya no sinasabi ko. Because we could use this system 1, 2 thing not only in behavioral investing, but also into our business, also into our, talking to a lot of friends or to whatever aspects of our lives. This is very good tool for us to understand, no? But we're just implying this or relating this to the financial market. Okay? All right. So again, go with the question. Sorry. So that's just my two when it comes to things that needs analysis. All right. So what's your question? Who was raising a question? Christopher. Sige, go ahead.
Ay ma'am, nasagot mo na kagad yung tanong ko kanina, yung pagkasalita mo lang ngayon na yung system 1 at system 2 nangyayari kapag 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 na lalaman mo kung bakit ganun o bakit ganito at titingnan mo yung mga magagaling o yung mga nasa top na sales agent o financial advisor na nagagawa nila. So, nandoon. So, ibig sabihin is yung pagsagot namin kanina ng yes or no, yun yung aming, instant kami yun? Or, kasi ako, nararanasan ko, both system nagagawa ko eh. Minsan nasa system 1 ako, minsan nasa system 2. Di ba, pag binigyan ako ng pera, syempre, ng isang tao, kapag kilala ko yung isang tao na bibigyan ng pera na gano'n siya, sabihin ko talagang generous siya. Pero kapag kilala ko siya hindi naman siya gano'n, sabihin ko, bakit ito binigyan ng pera nito? May kailangan siguro to or what, may paggagawa. So, yun ang perception ko eh. Depende lagi. So, depende lagi sa sitwasyon kung paano ang aking reaction sa bawat nangyayari.
Alright.
Yun lang.
Thank
Kaya
you.
parang, pero nasagot mo naman na kapag bigla ka mag-isip, nga, nagagawa nga nila. So, kaya ko rin to dahil kasama ko sila eh. Parang
Alright.
gawin yung aking naisip. Salamat
Okay.
po.
All right. Thank you for that statement. Okay, so let me just have this. No, many people kasi suffer from the inability to think well or understand their thoughts. Okay, yung thoughts natin heavily influences our actions. Alam natin yan. And even if they are incorrect, no, there are many ways you can recalibrate your life. Yun yung gusto natin gawin. We can start by being precise anytime we have to describe something. Anuhin natin ayusin natin, hindi siya mahirap. Medyo kailangan ko lang i-work out ito, di ba? We can decide to focus more on evidence than bias. Yung feelings kasi yan yung bias, no? Thus, you will have to open your mind to many other options to make better choices. All right? So, we'll have to clear our thoughts to create more opportunities for us to be in our personal and working lives din natin. Kailangan malinis, clear yung thoughts natin. Okay? Knowing how to switch between fast and slow thinking gives successful people the edge over others. So yung mga bumibitaw na, mga mga fast thinker yon. Okay, you can succeed at many times once you know how to use your thoughts to influence your actions and decisions. So wala siyang magic recipe for success. We'll have to need maximum focus, determination, and the right mindset. No? Yun yung sinasabi ng libro. Your thoughts processes affects all of this, your actions and your results. No? So for those people who are in the room, those who are thinking that this business is for them, let me just give you this. Discover your thoughts process. Pakitry po ito. Evaluate your judgment about people and see if you're making a reasonable conclusion. If yes, maintain it. If not, focus on working on your bias by seeing beyond your intuition. No, beyond your perception, beyond your connotation, beyond what you're seeing into your mind. Okay, can we do that? No, yun din yung gusto natin na in relation to investing, we also would want our clients to see beyond the market and trends. We have to see how the market and trends, the patterns and trends behave and how they would benefit them from them. No? Okay? So, just to sum it up, so behavioral psychology of investing, parati siya, problema lang nakikita, no? Bagsak ang market, dyan siya nakafocus. There are biases and systemic errors that it can make in specific circumstances, no? Parati niyang sinasabi na, pinakamadaling gawin dito, mag-pull out. Okay, yan yung fast thinker. Okay, yan ang system number 1. Pinakamagaling gawin sa negosyong to, tumigil na ako, maghanap ako ibang trabaho. Okay, so yan yung mga fast thinker people, no, na hindi lazy in thinking, have their kind of misconception. I'm not telling, no, na there are lots of people like that. I'm not telling that kayo yon, diba? Tayo yon, because we are trained here in ACMA to be very much higher than than ourselves, diba? That we would be much bigger than ourselves because we have this grand vision of helping other people. Okay, so wala taga-akmang system 1, no? Puro tayo mga system 2 thinker. Okay, system 2 thinker, walang taga-akma na system 2 thinker. Okay, kasi they are lazy and they have activated conscious effort. Nagkamali po ito, system 1 po ang lazy, system 2 po ang hindi lazy. System 1 siya. Okay? So there is a limited supply of mental energy available for system 2. All right? We cannot engage in active thought for every waking moment of our lives. Kaya kailangan natin both. But then in terms of decision making, we have to be very slow in terms of acting, no? Para gumalaw sa mga paglabas sa market. Paglabas lang naman sa market ang pinag-uusapan natin kasi ang pagpasok sa market, we cannot time the market because we would understand why we cannot time the market later. No, there's no such thing as good timing, mababa, papasok ako pag mababa or lalabas ako sa mataas. Kasi even Warren Buffett, hindi si Buffet na sabi ni Banjo yesterday, could not even predict the market. All right? So, behavioral psychology of investing, we see now, system 1 and system 2, they behave differently. So, it's our role to navigate our client based on what particular system we would want to push them into. No, may mga tinatimingan yan. Pagpapasok ang kliyente, pasok na kaagad yan, di ba? System 1, walang isip-isip. Walang isip-isip. Meron namang isip-isip, di ba? Pero papasukin na natin kaagad yung fund. No? Pero pag mag-out na, pag lalabas na, pag natatakot na sa market performance, that's our role to be very that we would be reliable and very attentive to their needs. We will always be there in terms of crisis management, as I have mentioned to them. If investors would see that from you, that you will be there in terms of crisis management, then it would be a long-term investment relationship with you, no, with the client. Okay. Okay, so I have preempted this slide already. Fight or flight system activated in system 1. Nakita natin yung system 1. Mabilis kasi siyang mag-isip. Diba? Bigla na lang kung anong sinabi ng herd, yung ginagawa niya. Mataas ngayon, bibili ako. Nagsisibilian sila ngayon. Point, diba? Bibili din ako. Nagsisipag-alisan sila kasi negative ang market. Bababa din ako. Aalis din ako. Okay? So pain of being buried, no, or withdrawing investment or keeping money away from the stock market. Ayoko niyan kasi may guaranteed right now, which is really a major concern, no, of the market right now in terms of investing. So we will understand what that inflation rate and increase in interest rate means to the market and how we could navigate our investment or investors towards investment back to the industry, back to the industry market. Okay, so are you already aware of the system 1 and system 2? Diba? Nagiging aware na ba tayo? Have we been getting out of our emotional biases? Diba? Emotional biases din po, magagamit din po natin yan, alisin din po natin yan sa ating negosyo. If last February was really not a good month for us, then today is March 1, and it's really a very good time also to activate our system to reducing the system 1's negative element, because we could always start and really refresh and really learn something from our February performance, and that we could always go back and really bounce back to the market, and we really have to make our March better than last month. Okay, so madami pa po yan, mahaba po yan. You can see the 149 slides there. So we're just tackling 24 because we are already out of our our time. We're faithful to our time. This is to be continued by kailan? On Monday. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you've learned something from the Thinking One, the System 1, System 2, from the book called gusto nating mabasa ninyong lahat. If you need to have a recap of this book, I could send you also, diba, which is a very good book, and I really highly encourage you to have the book of balikan natin para
Thinking
this will
Fast and Slow.